yourself. Round one. Fight.
Move your character using the controls below to start. Try getting a feel for moving them around.
Good. Good. Good.
Okay. You can do double jump. Okay. There are 3 types of normal moves. Each move can be performed while crouching or jumping as well. Okay. Where's my... There we go. Hit, stand, B. Okay. Okay. Down. Down. You can do it like you can launch. Okay. Launch looks nice. Still launch them in the air too. Repeatedly hitting the opponent with X, Y, B normal moves triggers a linked attack. Okay. Says standing X, Y, B. Oh, I'm tripping. Link attacks can be performed by hitting the same normal moves repeatedly, such as XXX. Hitting the X repeatedly performs a chain, ending in a strike that sends them flying. Okay. Inputs. Quickly perform a dash. You will continue dashing as long as you hold. Inputting that will get you a back dash. Okay. Wait, what LB tells you the same? So LB, you don't have to do the double tap, but the double tap seems to be easier. Link attacks are also available while mid-air. You can hit with different combinations of X, Y, B. There is no set limitations on the number of attacks like there is for grounded attacks, grounded link attacks. If you hit the same attack in sections such as YY, it sends the opponent flying down, ending the link attack. Oh. So X, Y. Quickly hit the B before the initial Y hits. The next attack will come out of even. It's like he's already going down. You hit B twice. Gotcha. Press down B performs slam launcher, an attack that sends the opponent flying up high. You can automatically pursue the opponent once launched, and you can perform follow-up attacks with X, Y, B. After a set number of attacks, it automatically performs a finisher. Interesting. Ooh. Nice. Hit the opponent with down B while there are hit stun triggers. a different type of blowback compared to a slam launcher. After down B hits, you can perform a homing jump by inputting X, Y, B in succession or a standard jump. They want me to go up in the air. Oh. So down. Okay. Makes sense. Inputting left when an opponent attacks you blocks the attack, also moves your character backward, but it performs a block automatically if the opponent attacks. Down lets you block while crouching. Inputting while mid-air will perform an aerial block. So you can do aerial blocks too. Okay. So even if you're in pursuit backwards, you will still block it? Or is it no? Low attacks cannot be blocked while standing. Down X or down Y are low attacks. Overheads cannot be blocked while crouching. Yeah, we know this. Okay. YB performs a throw. I like it. Perform your character skill. Different combinations will result in different skills. For Captain America, these include tossing his shield in a straight line to perform an attack, lunging to send the opponent flying, and more.
Soaring justice. Shield strike. Good. Shield shock. Shield shock. Soaring justice. Soaring justice. Soaring justice. Freedom charge. Freedom charge.
These are a variety of changes for each skill, such as an attack duration and a blowback on a hit. B plus RB performs a very powerful skill, but it costs skill gauge, seen at the bottom of the screen. Keep an eye on your skill gauge when you use it.
Shield strike. Shield strike.
Hmm.
Shield strike. Shield strike. Shield strike. Shield strike. Shield strike. Shield strike.
I feel like it do the same amount of damage though. Oh, it's like 9,000 versus 8,000. I don't know if I'll ever use it. Unique attacks performed with RB are distinct to each character. For Captain America, these includes tossing his shield or defending against attacks with his shield, and even performing a second attack by rebounding the shield after tossing it.
Catch. Done this. Good. Good. Now the gloves come off. Good. Living legend.
Ooh. The Y only chain link attack includes a skill in the combo and ends with a super skill. You don't have enough skill gauge to perform the super skill. The link attack ends part way through after the skill.
Now, shield. Now the gloves come off. Living legend.
Oh, so they do got auto combos. Okay,
Freedom charge.
if you
Shield shock.
can
Now
do the
gloves
whole
come off.
thing.
Good.
Yeah,
Living legend.
nice. Okay, unleashes your ultimate skill. Although this move is extremely powerful, it costs a heavy amount of skill gauge, seen at the bottom of the screen. You need 100 to do it. Okay.
You know what? Good. Let's give your suit a workout. Sorry, Tony. No hard feelings.
What up, Hans? How you feeling, man? The link attack B version, the B only attack chain link attack includes a skill in the combo and ends with the ultimate skill. Inputting forward during the B chain will change the skill part way through the link attack to the B version.
Freedom
So if I
Let's
press
give your
up
suit a workout.
during the the
Sorry,
little
Tony.
attacks, it'll change it to
No
this.
hard
Okay.
feelings.
But if I was to not do that, it would
For the
just
freedom
continue.
of all.
Oh, I did it again.
Liberty for all. This is a battle for the American dream.
So, supposed to just
Freedom charge for the freedom of all. Liberty for all. This is a battle for the American dream. Now, freedom charge. You know what?
oh,
Let's give your suit a workout. Sorry, Tony. No hard feelings.
so you can do even more damage if you do the up. Okay. Your character faces a different direction depending on if your opponent is to their left or right. When the character changes direction, inputs or moves are reversed as well. Keep this in mind when inputting command.
Catch. Freedom charge. Freedom charge. Good. Soaring justice. Soaring justice. Freedom charge. Freedom charge. Freedom charge. Catch. Good. Good. Dodge this. Catch.
That would probably be a good follow-up. Can't you still punch with it?
Freedom charge.
But it ain't gonna be no mix-up unless you like. You can do like a.
Dodge this. Take this. Freedom charge. Here. Yeah. Shield shock. Shield shock. Shield shock. Here. Shield shock.
Why is he dodging that?
Shield shock. Freedom charge. Catch.
He not even getting hit by my thing. I guess they don't get hit by it. Is it like a? Is it just a block? Is it not damage? Okay, it is damage.
Here. Shield shock.
He's still blocking my low
Here.
and my high.
All right.
Interesting.
Dodge
Okay.
this.
So you can do that plus this to do the
Line, pal.
sentinel.
Try to keep up. Every blow is a strike for justice.
What up, Simba? How you feeling, man? Morning. How are you playing on Xbox handheld? Yeah, it's this theme. To Windows handheld.
Freedom charge. End of the line, pal. Try to keep up. Every blow is a strike for justice.
Use the moves you learned to defeat Iron Man. Link attacks. Blah blah blah.
Shield shock.
You're not even fighting back.
Now the gloves come off. Living legend. KO. That's one. Don't let your guard down.
Oh. I wonder if we have on. Oops. On me. Because I took it off full screen mode. It's gonna be weird. We still had CPU boost on. Back to game. Alright. In this game, you have a team of 4 characters, including the character you're under control. When the battle starts, however, you only have one ally on your side. You gain additional allies as the battle progresses. We'll be working together with an ally with all characters to assemble.
Round two.
Oh. Why did that drop my performance so much? Isn't that weird? And it introduced stutters too. Might want to restart the system. Because right now we're not on full screen. not in full screen mode or anything. Let's just restart. Oh, this thing been annoying. Trying to get this game to even run though, it's super annoying. Tried it on my Legion Go 2, but I have Steam OS, so it didn't work. Yeah. Yep. I was gonna try it on my I was gonna try it on Legion Go S, so glad you told me that because now I don't gotta waste my time. But I got it on my I downloaded it on all my systems, but it looks like we're gonna be only on the Xbox Ally X, Legion Go 2, and the Xbox Ally. Because my Legion Go 2 still has Windows. But yeah, it's been annoying to even get this game to start because it doesn't introduce the SDK that you need for to log in to PlayStation immediately. So you gotta like download that, or you gotta at least start it up separately. It's not actually just gonna automatically do it for you. And then it was just having like shader issues in the beginning. It started to level out towards the end. That's why I'm like 30 minutes late because I was literally just sitting there trying to make sure the game would start before I got on stream. And luckily I did, so y'all didn't have to waste y'all time watching me fumble around with it. But now that we got that out the way, I have to do it for every other system. And it's just like, anyways, Windows gaming, so fun. Y'all don't have to do that. Obviously, y'all just playing with one thing, but since I'm doing it on multiple, it kind of, blows up the problem, makes it so much bigger than what it is. But we at least get to play Tokon on the go, and it looks like we got some decent performance out of it. With just all I did was I went to 720p and I went to medium settings. I haven't adjusted anything outside of that as of yet. I might just do it on the Xbox Ally and the Xbox Ally X. I don't really need to do it on the Legion Go 2. And then that way we can have both I guess a lower end and a higher end. But I thought that they were going to be able to play on those. Guess not. That sucks. Because of the easy cheat. I have the 2023 version and the right stick is drifting bad. That's annoying. PlayStation. Do you recommend the Rogue Xbox Ally X? Yes. Where did these stutters come from? I wasn't doing that before. Oh, I turned off CPU boost.
Tokon, fighting souls.
Press any button. B button, quit game.
Yeah, I didn't have those stutters before.
Setting up network.
Or like those little, not stutters, but like brain time things. All right. How about the white one? Yeah, we're gonna be looking at that one in a sec, but I recommend that one as well. All right, let's look at our options. Let's where we get the full view. I recommend that one at the 450 price, of course. The Xbox Ally X, I'm fine with paying full price for it, but you could probably find one for like 800, maybe. It's gonna be used though. So our graphic settings, we're at borderless window now. They switched us back, which makes sense because we're now in like the full screen and we can do it at 720p. Display is still broken on here, by the way. Can't get it to work. I've reset it multiple times. I've done a bunch of things. Display does not work on any of the devices now, which is very confusing to me. It used to work fine. It's just a shortcut, but you know you can still do Windows P, and that will bring up your duplicate, extend, second screen only, etc., etc. So if I wanted to switch to second screen only, I could still do that on the fly with just Windows P, but it's still very annoying that the display option that was introduced no longer works within the game bar. And I've tried everything to get it to work and it still doesn't. So, all right. So these are the settings that they have chosen for us. Can the white one play almost any game? No. It can, I take that back. It can run it. It's just not gonna run it well. Same thing with the Xbox Ally X. They're both got compromises. No handheld I've seen or tested has been perfect. They all got some games that just don't run well, and that's some of them games are just crappy games, but then sometimes it's just a limitation of the system and being a handheld. I've been having a lot of fun with FSR, so we're gonna go back to FSR. See if we can get some better. Automatically perform shader warm-up as needed on launch. Executing the warm-up will temporarily reduce delays due to rendering. The warm-up cannot be canceled once it starts. It may take some time to complete. Interesting. They let you or don't. It's a very interesting tactic. We're gonna do that. We're gonna turn that on. We're gonna look at custom graphics qualities. Right now, we're gonna leave everything at medium. We're just trying to hit 60. Brightness setting at 25. That's fine. VSync off. That's fine. We're gonna use FSR qualities this time around. I was hoping to not have to use it at all, but looks like we might have to.
Arcade and tutorial.
Arcadia Rumble. Throw yourself in the fray and duke it out, competing with points in a grand brawl. Learn the basics. Startup battle. Challenge yourself in a different arena courses or fight to your limit in survival. Just do quick training.
Our next matchup in the Challenge of the Champion tournament is led by Captain America. This team's got some serious power. Enter the Tokon Heroes! Led by Captain America. They're here to try for the trophy. Enter the Tokon Heroes!
Now the gloves come on. Living legend.
FSR has a lot more instability when in movement, in like motion, and it's a little less unstable. I wonder if it's I mean, let's turn off CPU boost. Let's turn off this limiter.
Okay, I'll come to you.
Why does CPU boost help so much in this game? It's insane. It's like at 43. That's insane. It's at 56 now. So definitely turn on CPU boost for this game. I don't know why it needs so much, but apparently it does. Oh, you can't change settings in here. I hate that, but I guess that's the way they do it. I don't. Why do fighting games do that again? Damn.
All together.
Not good. We fight together. We win together. See that?
Why did... I was just hitting one button, bro.
Living legend.
That's a lot to happen with one button.
Freedom shot. End of the line, pal.
But I forget that we
Every blow is a
we in training mode. All right, we gotta go find better settings. Turn to main menu. All right, let's go back to our settings here.
Options.
Let's go to graphics. So CPU boost is helping. We are at 25 TDP. We're not at 20 like we normally are. FSR quality did not really help. TSR might be the solution. We usually stay at 69 on the scaling. Let's look at customizing the graphics. Anti-aliasing is a medium. Post-processing is medium. Global illumination is medium. Reflections are medium. Go to low. Textures are medium or fine. Shadows medium. Effects can go low. And then the only other thing that we would want to go low on is probably the global illumination. But if it changes it drastically, we're gonna have to switch it back. Borderless window is fine. Motion blur on is fine for now. Might help with the anti-aliasing a little bit, but we'll leave it on. So yeah, let's do that. Let's see if we can get to a solid 60.
Arcade and tutorial.
I played at 60 FPS 1080 and go higher, but it's smooth. You play this game at 60 at 1080. I love the touchscreen features. Yeah, they're nice.
At the lead, the Tokon
A newer one is coming out, just the 8-inch screen, a different design for the shell of the PC.
Blue corner with Captain America. Here are the Tokon Heroes.
Now the gloves come off. Living legend.
We're at 58, 59.
Freedom jump. You know what? I'm a sentinel of
I'm okay with it dropping during these little scenes, but not when we're fighting. It needs to be at 60. It doesn't have the headroom to do that. And it's like stuttery. Let's double check, make sure the duplication isn't causing an issue. Let's do this. Oh. We gotta go Windows P. Let's do second screen only. Just to make sure it's not like impacting performance level. That might have been the cause. It's a little closer, but that was just stable. I'm just trying to see what happens when we move around. You're getting a little bit higher.
No one can beat. Teamwork. Hold it off. Freedom shot. End of the line, pal. Try to keep up.
Did you check the armory crate settings? Yeah, I changed the armory crate settings. Are you referring to like, I do have CPU boost on because that's effectively like it's getting me to the 60, but it is still dropping as we fight or movement happens. It's like still going to 55 sometimes. So it's not as stable as I would want it, but it's definitely it's close. So with CPU boost off on this game, for some reason it drops to like 42, 39. So you 100% turn on CPU boost. I don't care what people say. I don't care what they say it makes it stutter. It clearly needs it. If you don't turn it on, you're gonna be at the 40s. So turn it on.
What's wrong?
But 720p is fine. It's just more so now about trying to get to a stable, and I think as stuff pops up, like all these things on the side, like I just called in my team, like I think we should probably try to run that shader compilation and then retest. I don't know if it's the shader compilation that's causing it or what. But let's return to the main menu, and then sometimes the game settings can interfere with crate settings. Gotcha.
Options.
All right. So let's go back to my other screen because I don't really like blowing it up. The I think the only other thing that I can like think of is just lowering the resolution, obviously, a little bit more. I don't think we should be changing like much. The settings ain't gonna really get us nowhere. We already kind of did that. It's probably just the scaling resolution. I feel like 60 is okay, 60, 65, but it really should be at 69. And TAA, we got TAA, FXA, TSR, NIS, native, quality, and then like anything FSR is going to bring in too much instability, but the XESS might help out. But I think we're going to have to stick with TSR on these on these AMD cards. It just looks better. Let's see. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna do the shader. I'm gonna restart it and let that shader compile thing happen. And see what that does.
Tokon.
Mm. Like the minor resolutions, like shadows or minor environmental details. Then the FPS picks up. Greed. We could be just rocking low settings and keeping the. If we can just rock low settings and it still looks viable, then we should be fine. But I don't think I honestly don't think the scaling of the settings is really what's helping here. I think it's just the resolution. Most of the time, the low settings into high settings, they usually are like, unless it's like global illumination and they're like, it's like significantly turning stuff off, you really be like pressed to figure out the difference. Hmm.
Confirmation. Initiate warm up. Yes.
We're going to undergo the Strider warm up. Just so we can see if that will help. Are y'all liking that Halo? Anybody played that yet? I finally got to some settings I liked last night. I was gonna do more testing on it. We might be able to today. Just run some more, get some more footage at least. But that Halo took a while for me to get to where I wanted it to be. But by the end of it, we had some decent settings. If you missed it, it was yesterday stream. You go check that out. Probably just watched it like the last like 40 minutes, 30 minutes or so. Where we was able to get all the settings. Louise, what up, man? How does it run on here? It runs okay. I mean, we were able to get to like 55-ish. I'm just trying 55, 60. It was okay. It was basically I'm trying to figure out if it's like a shader compiling issue or um or if we just need to kind of lower the resolution more. So it seemed like we were only hitting like 90% of our utilization. And we already got CPU utilization on boost. So I'm hoping that, why did he making me sign in? Like, yes, it's the same person that signed in like 2 seconds ago. Nothing's changed. I really hate that pop-up. All right. Let's go to arcade.
Arcade and tutorial.
Do the quick training again. See what we can do.
We've got a high-profile match coming up.
What is happening? Is it still compiling shaders? Or is it...
Keeping a distance?
What will make it go from 60 to 40. We got to go back to our settings and make sure they didn't switch to resolution or something. Something changed. Let's see if turning this off and turning it back on does anything. That's a weird change. We were just at 60 and then it went to 40. Something changed in the menu settings or something. That makes sense. I was like, something changed. It's running at 2160. I have no clue why. It's very strange for it to do that, especially if we're sitting at 720p. So let's do that again. And let's make sure it is at 720p. I don't know why I mean, it's not going to change anything, but let's just make sure it understands it's at 720p. Then we go back to our arcade and controls. Go to quick training.
Our next matchup in the Challenge of the Champion tournament is led by Captain America.
Still at 40.
What are you thinking?
Do I have to restart it?
What are you thinking?
What are y'all thinking? Why is this stupid game not working properly? Let's not. We're gonna have to go to full screen because it's clearly still like it wants to do the full 2160, even though it shouldn't. So there's clearly something wrong with how it's presenting that setting. So if we were to go to full screen, it just makes it harder for like the overlays to properly work. And then we were to just force it to that and we confirm. And then we just do quick training. We might have to restart it because it seemed like it's just broken, but I'm not crazy. It was clearly just above this, but there's clearly something wrong now. Sorry, when you change your graphic settings in the Armory Crate, exit the game, then go back. Got, yeah, turn, main menu. One last thing before I reset this game. ESR 60, custom, medium, low, medium. It's like the shader warm-up blew it. But you're gonna go ahead and restart and try again. We're gonna change the setting, make sure it's still 720p. We're at 25. There's nothing changed on those settings. Let's go. Yeah, I torture myself with all these PC games every weekend. so y'all don't have to. Because, man, it's getting worse and worse as I try new games. New games are like no man's land. Sometimes they work properly, sometimes they don't. PC gaming is a headache in itself. So, but I do it. Try to make sure these whatever is happening, at least try to be resolved, or at least have some idea of resolution around them. Because you'll be sitting there all day doing this. Like the intro though. Intro dope.
Marvel Tokon
Setting up network.
Fighting Souls.
Okay, it didn't do it that time. Options are still the same. 720. Now we're at borderless again. So we're at 720. Is it you think it could have been the borderless thing? Because it's broken? It really needs borderless because for some reason going full screen, but it dropped down to 40 again.
In the orange corner.
So I have no clue. It's like it's almost as if it doesn't want to utilize the full. And all we did was change setting.
Okay, I'll come to you.
It's a very strange behavior. Very strange behavior.
Options. Online battle setting.
I'm about to just go back to what we had originally. I didn't change much.
We've got a high-profile match coming up. In the orange.
This is stupid. Hey, PC gaming is stupid, and sometimes you don't really get it. It's just stupid. So I just want y'all to know that. Sometimes it's just really fucking stupid. Sorry for cussing, but this just really pissed me off. I don't really understand how switching settings to low gives you worse performance. But PC gaming is stupid.
You picked the wrong fight. Now the gloves come on. Living legend. Freedom charge. End of the line, pal. Try to keep up. Every blow is a strike for justice.
The line has stabilized, but it's like there's no stutters. So the shader compilation did help with that, and it's holding to the 60. So really it wasn't like the settings, it was genuinely just the shaders.
Now the gloves come on. Living legend.
And we still have on CPU boost, which I know is a benefactor here.
What's wrong?
But the other thing is that you want to keep it at medium settings.
Thinking.
Any alterations to that can cause like an impact to overall performance. 25 TDP, and this is just like the beta, so it's not even like these can be used for in a traditional sense, like as in like moving forward. This isn't optimization. This is just more so the game doesn't want you to necessarily change settings, or it will tank your performance.
Okay, I'll come to
It's
you.
almost as if they only optimize for one setting. I wonder if we go high, what will happen? I wonder if we just use the max settings, if that will kind of break something. It does seem like it's closer to stable. I want to bring my team in and see how bad it gets. It looks like we can drop a few frames, but it's definitely not going below 55, which is interesting. What preset is it balanced? The preset for my TDP, it's custom, and we're using 25.
What's wrong?
Let me see. I think, what up, Jo? This game has not released, but it is on it's an open beta right now, bro, so you can kind of check it out. But it's an interesting one for sure. I've never seen a game get worse performance when you lower the settings. So I want to go higher to see if we push it to use the full utilization of the CPU or GPU, APU, and see what that does. It may have to compile shaders again. And these are the settings that I'm using right now for it to actually be at 60. Take it right now, because for some reason, I don't think it's going to last. I think honestly, the game needs to be needs to be worked on, but we can 100% run it at 1280 by 720 TSR at using 69 on the scaling resolution with medium quality settings. Like, don't go in and customize, because I think it breaks it. But you can definitely play it at 60 with these settings. There is a little bit of the frame time is going low. I don't know, it looks like a little bit, but for the most part, it's a stable. It's just, I think it's having poor frame pacing right now. So let's go to best quality. And let's see what happens. Just get a monitor docking, it works. It is docked. I can dock it right now. I'm just duplicating so we can kind of see what the looks like on the actual device. I'm looking at a monitor. I'm not looking at the actual device. But it's only duplicating. So now it went back down to 40 again. But it makes sense when you go higher. I wish they can let me change my settings. Oh, you can. Oh, no, you can't. Garbage. All right. Let's go back to the menu. So it went back down to 40. So it tells me that this game can run at 720p at best settings, no problem. It's just something wrong with how they're utilizing the systems. That's really the issue. Like, there's clearly something wrong with how they are deploying or resources or using the CPU, whatever the case may be. The game can easily be ran. It's just them fixing it before launch. And I think it launches in like 2 weeks. That's not really good. But I'm almost certain that this game can run. Like, even if we were to go low, Right, watch it make a fool of me though. As soon as I hit low and then go to train, it's gonna be at 60 locked. Well, let's hope for the best. I don't really want to hope for it to be bad, but it looks like now it's got its act together, and now that we're back to low settings, it shouldn't drop to 40. Yeah, low settings definitely is a lot worse looking, but it actually worked the way it's supposed to this time. And I think it's due to that custom option. So you can use the standard presets. It's when you go to tweak something and try to use custom is where it becomes a problem, I believe. So if we were to go to custom and try to do this where we were tweaking some things, leaving some things, like let's just say this is what we had last time, it doesn't matter. I think the custom settings is where you will start to see a problem. It depends though. Like that's what I was seeing, at least. It could be just fixed now. Yeah. I don't get it. Resolution looks worse. But for some reason it was blocked for me for like, and maybe it just fixed itself, which is fine. I'm happy with that. But you can clearly see that there is plenty of headroom here. Maybe not best settings, but you can definitely make some adjustments to get to a higher. Now I'm going to mess around with it for real this time. Return to main menu. It must be one setting. It's got to be like the post-processing there, because right now it looks very bad. And it's got to be the post-processing or something. No, this is medium. No, global illumination we had low. Reflections, textures was still medium. Shadows was medium. Effects was low. We had low on there, and we had, maybe it's the maybe we had the post-processing low. Yeah, it was textures were still up, reflections were low, post-processing was still medium. Global illumination was low, reflections were low, textures were medium, shadows were medium, effects quality was low. That was our custom little settings. We had this at 60. And that's when we started to see a problem. So is it like the resolution? Maybe I'll never be able to replicate this again, which is fine.
Now for today's main event.
Because it don't look like I'm gonna be able to replicate it. So then we can probably start to test actual settings that I would use. Okay.
Okay, I'll come to you. What's wrong? Keeping a distance?
Still we stay pretty close to that 60. I'm just seeing what happens when you get a bunch of people on the screen. But we're staying pretty close to that 60. If we can do that, and because we're at 79%, right? Which tells me we can possibly get away with a higher resolution. Or at least a higher setting for our TSR. So if we were to go to like, let's say 80, 90%, I want to see what that does.
Our next matchup in the Challenge of the Champion tournament is led by Captain America. This team's got...
Because 720p, the closer you get to just native 720p, the sharper it is, and obviously it still performs well. See, we only at 85.
Not working.
I think we can get away with like full 720p and just using those little adjustments. Even at low settings, you could probably get away with it.
What are you thinking?
But it doesn't seem like we need to do that either.
Now's our chance.
Because now even with our little cutscenes, we're staring at the 58, you know, 59-ish mark, which is good. It allows you to get a sharper image. I know for sure though CPU boost is needed. We're at 25 TDP though. The next thing would be to kind of to test for like TDP. Like, do we necessarily need the 25? Can we just go with 20? Let's see what happens when we go to 20. Oops, I did that wrong.
What's wrong? Keeping a distance?
All right. Still at 57, 58, 56. Okay. Okay.
Everyone, assemble!
All together.
Come good. Can't fight! Freedom! You picked the wrong fight.
All right.
Okay, I'll come to you.
So we could probably do like let's look at the settings again. Let's just go all low except for like textures and except for post-processing, anti-aliasing. Yeah, we could do low on shadows. It doesn't matter on that. So we only gonna do anti-alias and post-processing and shadows. I mean, and textures, which we can probably go high quality on textures. And then we're going to go down to 80% on this TSR. And we're at 20 TDP. Let's see what we can get.
Our next matchup in the Challenge of the Champion tournament is led by
Oh, not for
Captain
you,
America.
the other guy who wants to sell his.
This
Sorry.
team's got some serious
No, you're good, man.
power.
Trying to reach at and do this is
Tokon Heroes.
fun times. Always end up reading it out of context.
You know what? I'm a sentinel of liberty!
See what we do when we get everybody in here. We did drop pretty drastically, like 52-ish. But
Everyone, assemble!
we want to lock 60. That is pretty important.
We win together! See that?
Hmm. What else could we do? Only other thing would be to I pressed the wrong freaking button. Probably lower the resolution more, but trying to think. Is it worth it? We're gonna go 70 again. But again, I think you can probably get away with like 90 if you just go to 25 TDP, but we're gonna go to 70 for sake of, you know, getting a more battery life out of it. 20 TDP is just better than 25 for battery life. Just to kind of have, you know, you could play it for a little bit at 20 versus 25. You probably like 2 hours. Maybe you get like 2 hours and 30 with 25 TDP. I mean, with 20 TDP.
Every blow is a strike for justice.
So I think we're gonna lock that in for the settings. We still get a little bit of drops when we bring people in. But this is a good starting point for you guys, especially if you're just looking to play. But if you're trying to make sure that mug stays at a lock 61, looks like there might be some frame pacing issues that's going on here as well that we're not accounting for. But to get to a solid 60, decent visuals, because even if I'm looking at it from the handheld standpoint of view, still looks good. Apparently obviously it'll look better at the full like 90. You will get like a much sharper image, but you're going to be losing out on some battery life. So I would play strictly with 20 to 25 with this. CPU boost is obviously got to be on. My settings are custom, but at the same time, there was some issues going on. So you might have to play with it and keep restarting it until it works. But I would say that the two options that I would go with is the same settings regardless, but the scaling resolution will be what I tweak. So settings would still be medium on anti-aliasing, medium on post-processing, high on textures, low on global illumination, low on reflections, low on shadows, low on effects. That way you can have, you know, clear. All of this is in support of a clearer image. That's all we're looking for. 70 on the scaling resolution is great for stability at 20 TDP. If you want to go 25, you can probably get away with 90 on the scaling. Again, this isn't accounting for the weird, maybe turning on VSync will help, but then you obviously introducing some latency in input. You don't want that in the fighting game. So there has to be something here within this that's kind of causing these frame time dips to occur, which you might feel and might be reflective. I don't feel it at this point in time. But at the same time, I can visually see something happening. So it's not that it's impacting my gameplay, it's impacting my visual experience. And maybe that's just on the duplicated screen and not necessarily when you're looking at it directly on the handheld. So just keep all that in mind. PCs are PCs, but for the most part, I think you'll be okay with those settings, with scaling resolution only determined by what TDP you're playing at. Definitely turn on CPU boost though. I bought the Switch 2 instead of a normal Rogue Ally. That's fine. I got a Switch 2 too. The Switch 2 is nice. It's just you just pigeonhole to the games that they like. And like I only play like Metroid, Zelda, and I played Donkey Kong Bonanza. That was it. So it's not like I play a lot of games on it for sure, but like I'm not a Fire Emblem guy. I think most of their games are too like, I don't know, they're not childish. They're just not my taste. So I like Metroid. I like Zelda. and I definitely like I I tried to play Splatoon, didn't like it. It was something else I tried. But yeah, it's really just Zelda, and the mug is a Zelda machine, and that's it. Can you connect to your PS5, or can you connect my PS? Like, you can connect to to the PS5 as well using PX Play. So that's another service on here that you can use. That will allow you to kind of link up to your PS5 to play this game too if you wanted to. So yeah, you could do that if you wanted. But it's much better to run stuff natively, in my humble opinion. We're gonna try this now on the Xbox Ally. Wish me luck.
Marvel Tokon.
That is the normal Xbox. The white one. We're gonna try that on there as well. Wish me luck, because there's a lot of setup to this for some reason. Hopefully the SDK thing, I can just hurry up and do that. No problem. And then we can move on from that at least. So one momento while I do that. I have to install the SDK. Navigation wise, you're going to go to your program files, x86, 886. Jesus. Go to Steam. You're going to go to your Steam apps. You're going to go to Common. You're going to go down to the Marvel MTFSO open beta. Then you're going to search it. And it's called, what is it called? It was on Reddit. What was it called? PCPCS. PCPCS. No. PSP. PSP. CSDK. And it's like a PSP SDK runtime installer. You install that, and that's going to allow you to log into your PlayStation account in order for you to play the game. Because if you don't do that, it will basically not run. I think I double clicked it on mistake. Let's do that one time. It won't run the game for you. Oh, I'm not even showing the screen. There you go. This is not the Xbox Ally X. This is the Xbox Ally. So once you install that, you can just go to restart. And get back into your Xbox app mode, and should be able to run it, but you got to log in now. So fun times. I wish we just had better FPS games and switch to like R6, etc. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a tough one for sure, but I think the value of just push the game and play is so important, and such a big deal that I take weak performance over it any day. But people like the Steam Machine now. Everybody was hating on it. Steam Machine is good because it basically feels like a console, or basically it has it took the impossible task of making PC feel console like and actually solved it to a high degree. Not saying it's perfect, but it's definitely better than any other PC you ever gonna own in regards to feeling like a console. And that's a big deal. You know how much time I waste doing this? It's such a time waster. Like this shouldn't even be a thing, but like optimizing games, troubleshooting games is such a big thing. Like how many times have y'all probably, if you're a PC gamer, you know, you probably looked up multiple things on how to get something to start, how to get something to run, optimize settings because they suck. it's in, it's in general. I don't know why people pretend. I love that um people play they one game and they just done with it. But if you're someone that actually explores a lot of games, trust me, you're not having like a fun time all the time on PC gaming. It's just not the case. You actually play games, like you play a lot of games. Like you're not just sitting there turning on the same, booting up the same game. Trust me, you're going to run into issues, and you're going to run into issues that really annoy you. Um, and that just is what it is. Hi, should I buy Xbox Ally or the Rogue Ally X? I mean, the Rogue Ally X is still viable. I would just get the Xbox Ally X, to be honest. I wouldn't go for the Rogue. I feel like the Xbox Ally X just has a lot more going for it. I think that they're going to be the first device to continue to get the precompiled shaders and all that other stuff. But some of this stuff is still beta testing, so I wouldn't buy something for future enhancements anyway. But both of them are solid devices. I feel like the Xbox Ally X is priced similar to what you're going to look for when you find a Rogue Ally X, unless you see like a significant like $400 difference. I would just go with the Xbox Ally X. If you find something that's like a $400 difference, though, I would say do that. But if it's in like it's like $200, $300 difference, I'll just save up to get the Xbox Ally X. I know what you're saying. I'm just saying I wouldn't buy the Rogue Ally X, Thomas. Or is it Tomas? I know what you're saying though. You're asking about the standard Rogue Ally X. I'm saying I would not buy that one. I would just buy the Xbox Ally X. If you're going to compare the Xbox Ally to the Xbox Ally X. If the price is right, then I would go with the non Xbox Rogue Ally X. I just don't think it's I think the ergonomics, the better support, they both Asus, but this one just has more support. It's the Z2 Extreme. I would just go with this one. It has better performance at lower TDPs on Windows. Unless you're going with Steam OS. Like there's so many things as factors that go into a purchase. If you're buying a Windows device straight up and you're going to keep using Windows, I would go with the Z2 Extreme because they're probably the best option for a Windows based device. The Z2 Extreme. If you're going with a Steam OS, you plan on putting Steam OS on it or something, it's obviously caveats and problems with that side too. But if you're looking at a device and you're saying, should I buy this one or this one? And both of them are Windows, I'm gonna say the Z2 Extreme every time. But again, you only asked about the Xbox Ally, the white one, compared to that one. So uh I I would go for the more powerful one, I suppose. I would default to the most powerful. And then to separate my answer from the question and elaborate further on it, I wouldn't get the regular Xbox Ally, the regular Rogue Ally X, unless I had significant plans to tweak it after purchase. This mug is stuttering as soon as it starts. Uh-oh. Let's see. It won't let me do nothing. As someone who never had a handheld, would I notice a difference in the XI Ally X or standard Ally? You will once you start doing your deep dives. That's usually how it goes. You start off happy. You're fine with what you got. Then you start doing deep dives and you're like, oh, so it was something better. There was more performance on the table. And was that what they say? Comparison is the thief of joy. That's tends how it goes, especially in the PC world. Why is this so bad? Maybe I should start. I'm gonna mute it because this is bad. But it's trying very hard to boot up. I think this is like shader compilation or something. Is the Z2 Extreme worth the extra $200 over the Z1? Depends on the device you're talking about. If it's a Legion Go S with a Z1 Extreme and 32 gigs of RAM, maybe not. But if it's if it's a Rogue Ally X with 24 gigs of RAM with Z1 Extreme and using Windows, then absolutely. It's not about it's not about the device or the it's about the packaging more so than anything. The Z1 Extreme packaging has to be right in order for it to be taken advantage of in the best way possible. If you're sitting there talking about a Z1 Extreme with 16 gigs of RAM, no VRR, and it's like what are we talking about here? No, that's not worth it. But if you're talking about a 32 gig RAM coupled with the Z1 Extreme, coupled with SteamOS, coupled with VRR, then we like, okay, that's a good package for a handheld. And that's where I kind of try to, the ones I kind of recommend today is still the Legion Go S Z1 Extreme and the Xbox Ally. The Xbox Ally X is great in itself when you're comparing higher end. But my higher end one is Legion Go S because you can find it cheaper and it's the right packaging for the bang for your buck. The Z2 Extreme is great for the Xbox Ally X today because it hasn't went up in price, but it has to be it's all encompassed with Windows, and there's clearly something on the horizon that will be better for these Windows-based devices soon. I think you get more legs out of that Legion Go S today than you would and it's probably got a baked in price, I would say, more so than anything. The pricing is accurate for me on the used market. It's just I'm trying to balance what that high end looks like for recommendation, what that low end looks like. And I think the Xbox Ally X just fits in as a good device. It's not the one I would recommend people buy because it's going to be annoying to set up and get to work right all the time. Whereas then on the Legion Go S, it just works. I gotta do this. And then on the Xbox Ally, because it's only $450, I'm never gonna be like, don't buy it. It's worth it because it's just the cheapest. It's the cheapest one you'll ever find, but it's also a solid device in general. I don't think anybody will be upset with the purchase if they know what they're getting into at 450 bucks. You can play a lot of games on there on the go, and it's at that right price point that I'm not gonna be mad if I lost it or it broke. You start going up in price, you're gonna be pissed if something breaks. So I don't know, I just feel like that one's easy to recommend. It's always got to be like a factor of that stuff. How much did you buy your Legion Go 2 for? I bought it at the release, so it was $13.50. That was my baby. That's the first one I bought. Well, no, my Steam Deck was the first one I bought, but the Steam Deck OLED, I don't really use it that much. I just test stuff on it now. Why is it so slow? I think this mug is sitting at 4K. Why do they keep doing that? I literally can't move. It's so bad. I don't think nothing's changed. It's still super slow. I'm gonna have to restart it. But yeah, this type of stuff is a headache. But I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all the truth. Everybody else, they make it all pretty. They bring it to you right when it's ready. Like, no, I need y'all to see these errors. I just gotta be laughing at this stuff because it's pissing me off. Piss me off so much. And it's be so funny how people just be adamant that it's so much better than console game. And I'm just like, no, it's not. It's not though. I can see if I was like, I can see if I'm just using a high-end gaming PC or something all the time. If I was just using my standard PC, I'll be like, sure. But you can clearly look at the Steam like reports and you can see what people are playing on. And trust me, my little 7900 XTX is still on the upper end of it all. And that came out like, I don't know, what was that 4 or 5 years ago? I think it's an old GPU. So I just know that everybody's not having the best experience on PC and they just pretend like they are. I just be like, I'll leave it up to y'all to kind of fight in the comment section and fight for y'all devices. I feel like everybody suck. It's just that easy. Like I don't I don't hold nobody to a high standard because I feel like they all just do weird stuff. Um but yeah, I feel like I think I'm on the front line of if you really need to talk to somebody about everything PC gaming and console gaming, like pros and cons, I'm 100% on the front lines of that. I work with nothing but low powered handhelds and PCs, and there's constant issues. Not saying that you can't get to a solid experience if you're playing like 1, 2 games new, but I'm literally trying stuff all the time. And you can clearly see that it's not all rosy and sunflowers, and it's just not. And I hate the way that people depict PC gaming as if it is. It's just not. It's a cool thing. I think that it's very freeing. I still prefer it as my platform, but it's just not super easy either. So I wish people would stop lying about that to people. It's not. So it's a learning curve on top of. I think people forget how much they learned when they start suggesting people get stuff. Like we learned so much building our PCs. We've learned so much tinkering with PCs over time. That's like embedded knowledge. That when people ask a question, you be like, "Why are you asking that question?" Because they genuinely don't know, and it's not like you should get offended for them asking said question because they genuinely don't know. And that is kind of where I sit with it. I'm like trying to bridge a gap for these console gamers that's coming over to PC and think it's easy. I'm gonna tell you right now, Chiefy, it is not. But you can learn it. It's not like unlearnable. It's just not easy either. And I don't like when people paint a false narrative. Just get a PC, bro. You know how much that is. You know how much dedication. If I just want to play games, like imagine trying to tell somebody to like build an engine because they like cars. Like that's not the entertainment part. You know what I mean? Like the entertainment part isn't the car being built. It's driving it and like having fun with the vehicle. It is not building it. And I think that's what people forget. They become such big tinkerers that they feel like everybody is going to enjoy the tinkering experience. When no, I just want to drive a car fast. Like I want to go to the track. I just want to drive the car. I don't want to know how the car is built to a degree where I'm going in there and changing stuff. Like, how is that fun? And I think that's where people get the misalignment. And I still can't get this game around. Does this game work with the Legion Go 2? I haven't tried it yet, but I'm 100% sure it does. I think the Xbox Ally is just having a hard time booting. I don't know if it's because the settings are incorrect and it keeps going into borderless, but literally just been trying to get this game to run on the Xbox Ally, and it's consistently changing settings or at least having an impact where it doesn't allow me to work properly. So what I'm gonna do, because it's literally like broken, I'm gonna boot it without having it plugged in, just to see if that'll fix it. Because it's clearly like doing something with the settings for like the internal resolution and all that stuff. And did it fix itself? Did it work? think it's still broken. Let's unplug it. I just wanna see if it'll like speed up. You ain't gonna be able to hear it for a sec, but at least if the internal resolution is correct, we shouldn't have an issue there. I can't even get it to can't do nothing. I think this is simply just a resolution issue though. I'm not gonna blame it on the device. I think because I have it plugged into my display, it is taking the 38, the 2160 or the 4K resolution and embedding it on here to force it to run at 4K, um, which is been completely wrong. But I think that's what it's doing. So we're gonna try to set the settings properly and then plug it back into the display. But you ain't gonna get no audio for a little bit. Sign in. It's not letting me use my controller. I mean my and there we go. All right. Let's go to graphic settings. We're at 720p. TSR is at 60s. At 70. Oh, so they kept our settings. Why is it having a hard time with my that's weird. We're gonna go to borderless. Why is it having a hard time with the button? Okay, we're sitting at around like 30 FPS now. We're gonna go ahead and exit, return, and we're gonna boot it up one more time just to verify. But we should be good now. And we're not gonna plug it in until we get to a spot that I feel it should be fine. Mm. Man, look bad. Yeah, I never said it looked good. It's the settings are fine. I guess the frame rate is the problem. We got to make sure we have on CPU boost, which we do. Maybe we should turn it off for this one, depending on the devices. Sometimes either helps or it makes it worse. TDP is at 20. We're at manual, so it's at the full TDP options as well. So it's really now just trying to see if it will work and where the performance lies. Yeah, it was clearly like a resolution thing, but it's stuck at 30 for some reason. Is that because of it is? We have a frame rate limiter on. All right, signing in. All right, right now we're at 40. So it might be some adjustments to the maybe taking everything to low and going down to like 50 on the frame rate. I mean on the TSR. Oh, we didn't do the shader compilation step either. So we have to go do that as well. This is bad. It's not looking too hot, that's for sure. Twenty FPS. And it's in slow motion, so I feel like it's doing that same thing it was doing prior. So we're gonna have to actually if it'll let me return to the main menu, do the shader step, because I don't want to kind of write it off. And then we got to do the shader step. We got to do the settings changes if necessary. I'm assuming it will be necessary, but first let's do the shader warm up and execute the shader warm up real quick. We are still have the 22 TDP boost on. I mean, the CPU boost on as well in order to kind of see if we can get it to work, I guess, more. I guess it was just probably giving more FPS because that's what it was doing for the other one as well. What you think about that 1X player? You talking about the Intel one, right? I think the OLED screen makes it the best option, but it's 1X player and it's not like MSI or whomever, so I wouldn't buy it anyway. I think the 1X player looks cool though. I think it's a cool device. It has the ability to kind of break off the controllers. Um, it has the Intel G3 Extreme, which is a really good, powerful chip. Which good with a good TDP with good low TDP performance. It has an OLED. Yeah, there's nothing much more to X outside of that, but the support isn't there, so I wouldn't buy it. Kickstand looks flimsy. Yeah, I don't really use the kickstands like that. I do use it on. Actually, you're right. The kickstand sucks because that thing might be heavy. I think it might be heavier than Legion Go 2. It might be as heavy as Legion Go 2. If it is, that kickstand is necessary. And if that kickstand sucks, Yeah, they should have probably went with like a one that kind of wings then cross the entirety of the device. So that way, when you put it down, you can have some type of support with that. Without that, it really does make it extremely heavy. We're gonna do the shader compilation step. We're gonna double check to make sure once we do the shader compilation step, if the slow motion stops. If the slow motion hasn't stopped, we're going to restart it again, see if that fixes it. But I'm surprised they don't do the shader compilation step at the beginning. I guess they want to see if they can do the async compute. It's clearly not there for the smaller handhelds, so might be some optimization that they need to do. They can just basically run that at the beginning and let us wait, so that way we don't have to run into our first experience of the game being like slow and like sluggish, you know. But we were able to successfully get a 60 FPS experience on the Xbox Ally X. While we wait for that, I can go ahead and boot up the the Legion Go 2 and do the same like SDK install or whatever. Look how big this thing is compared to the that thing cut thing. Uh, sometimes sometimes the Legion Go 2 also handles frame pacing better for some reason too. Could be just because it's easier to load in and load out stuff in there, 32 gigs versus the 24 on the Xbox Ally X. We do see some wins on there sometimes too. All right. Let's go to Steam. Steam Common. Where's my? Why is there? Why is it different? It says games, not common. Okay, Riot. We get it. Don't remind me again. Okay, games. This isn't it. Oh, Steam apps. Um, if you aren't aware, you do have to go into for this Marvel token fight thing. You have to uh install a PSP SD. It come with the game. They just don't run the installer at the beginning when you start it up, so it causes an error for you not to be able to connect to the internet. So you have to um install it first, so that way you can play the game. So that is what I'm doing now on my Legion. We just did it twice on my other two devices. So we get the cutscene here. We get the little movie. It looks like we are now sitting at 50 FPS on the menu screen. It's just for some reason it doesn't recognize my controllers at the very beginning. So it takes a while before it recognizes it. I don't know why. But we can now go to quick training again and see if it's still in slow motion. If it is, we got to kind of do another step, but should be fun. Let's see. Yeah, it's still in slow mo. you're getting like 23 FPS. Last time to fix that, we had to go back to our standard settings. I don't know why it takes forever for the menu to recognize my controller, but it's a very weird problem to have. It still didn't recognize it. All right, so last time to fix this issue, we went into our graphic settings and then we went down to our custom and we just went back to medium. And doing that actually resolved the problem. Let's see if that resolves this problem this time. And then we'll switch to the Xbox Ally X. I mean the Legion Go 2. Yo, what's up, man? 01 and what up, man? 09? What a coincidence. I was just looking for that info out there. Thanks for showing us. No problem, man. It is better. It's now at 34, which is crazy because it's higher settings. So for some reason, the game has a very problematic issue with settings and properly setting them. But now we should be unlocked to go in and start tweaking. So let's see if we can get to a 60. I'm gonna plug it back in so y'all can see it better. Now that we've had to go through a lot of steps here, get to where we at. All right. Oof. That was a lot just to get here. This is not the Legion Go 2. Sorry. This is the Xbox Ally. Xbox Ally. All right. When we at 47 in the menus, we are now plugged in. Let's go to our options, go to graphics. Still at 720 borderless. We TSR. We're at medium quality now. We did our shader warm up. Let's now go down to 50 and see where that takes us on the quick training real quick. How about the AO Neo 1? The handheld AO Neo Next 2? They still in the same boat for me. I don't care how good they are. They're just not something I would buy because they're not in the country I sit in and reside in. So I'll never buy them. So it's not like they're not the good devices. I think they're great. I think the best one, the higher end best one, is still going to be the Intel one, the one that you just talked about, the 1X player. I like their look. I like there's the style of it. I like the OLED screen. That's my favorite Intel one. I think the G3 Extreme or whatever. It's my favorite Intel one. I just wouldn't buy it because it's not in my country. And if I buy something, I want support. And I don't feel like they support those in a software basis than as they should. So I wouldn't buy it. But they're cool. I think people that own them and are really good at tinkering and really good at fixing their own devices, have at it. That's just too much money for me to be investing that type of level of support. I'm not saying that support isn't there. I'm just saying for that level of support, I needed to be better for that price point. So it's still at 30,
Liberty for all.
and it's still in slow motion.
This is a battle for the American dream.
So something's happening here. Return to the main menu. Let's see if we can go back to my other settings now. We was at custom, and we had this at medium, this at medium, everything else was low. This was high. We're gonna go back to medium for that. And this was low. Only thing that were medium was these three. And we're gonna go medium this time for this device. Let's see if we can get to, let's go to quick training again. See if we can get to closer to 50 or 60. 30 is crazy.
Our next matchup in the Challenge of the Champion tournament is led by Captain America. This team's got some serious power. And
It still drops every time. But there's something obviously wrong here.
Assemble.
We'll prevail. Can't stop it. No.
So we're gonna have to restart again.
Hold it up.
Because even if I was to go back to the regular settings that I don't have any customization on, and that's actually harder to run for the device, we get better performance. So that tells me that there's something clearly wrong. Like, let's just go medium again. Like I said, let's go back to quick training. We were just at 30, right? I actually increased the settings here,
now for today's
and let's see where we get to.
Here's Captain America strutting in.
We're at 33,
What are you thinking?
34, 35, 36. Throw some punches, get some people in here.
Getting started.
Yeah, for some reason it's performing better when you run it up versus when you run it down. So there's clearly something wrong. I just got to figure out what's triggering it. It's the same thing that was happening on the Xbox Ally X. So it's not like it's something that's happening on just this device. There's something wrong with the game. So we just got to figure that out as to what the trigger is. I mean, it's not going to be, it's pointless to kind of use that as the future settings anyway, because that's not what we're trying to do. We're just trying to unlock the full potential of the performance because it's clearly something wrong with the implementation on PC for this game right now. So as long we can't even test the full performance if we can't get to the full performance. So we were able to do that with the Xbox Ally X after a bunch of trial and error. Unfortunately, we got to do the same thing for here, but hopefully it's a lot faster than what we did before. And then we're going to try it on the Legion Go too, of course. Hopefully that's a much easier experience. I really hope it's a much easier experience. We also have CPU boost on, which could be causing an issue. CPU's boost did help on the Xbox Ally X significantly. I'm talking about going from 40 to 60 when you turn it on versus off. Um, so it was a significant boost on the Xbox Ally X. That's why I turned it on the Xbox Ally. But sometimes they work differently with that CPU boost. So we might want to switch it off on here depending on the results we're getting, of course. PlayStation. Where's my phone? Oh, am I not charging it? Oh, GG's.
Marvel Tokon
Setting up network.
Fighting Souls. Options.
I just knew it did that again, dude. I'm so sick of this thing. I don't know how to like force it to not be ignorant and new, even though I've already set the display to not. Oops.
Options.
It just refuses to believe me that I'm saying 720p is my option. I think that's what's impacting everything. If it doesn't work this time, we're going to just switch it to just using this device as like, or using the device itself to test it, because right now I don't know if it's like still internalizing of higher resolution and trying to like boost up to it or something. It's just a very weird problem to not be able to solve for.
Shield shot. Now the gloves come off. Living legend.
Yeah, the only thing I can think of is if I was to completely close this out and then one second, go to my Windows P,
What's wrong? Keeping a distance?
Yeah, that full screen is so, like, you definitely don't want to use full screen. It just ruins all of the overlays, everything for this game. It's just like, don't use it. I'm going to switch the resolution of it, of my actual screen, to see if that like resolves the issue. I've never had to do that because it's normally like something you can input in the system, like under Armory Crate, but it seems like Armory Crate is no longer functioning the way I think it should function. So I need to go into my actual settings and adjust the resolution myself. And that way we shouldn't have to deal with like the weird, yeah, it's literally display resolution is 720p. I have no clue why it's still causing issues. But we're going to go ahead and just take it off of the docs experience, unfortunately, and try to run it that way to see if there's any like issues with just running the game natively off the screen. So there's clearly an issue when you're trying to dock it that is internally real. It's like overriding your settings on your display. It is like it's borderless window. This is a 4K display. We're going to go with the 4K display, regardless of what you set in your options as your resolution. Because my options are set to 720p on the resolution itself, but it just detects that it's a 4K screen and enables the 4K. And I'm assuming what it's doing is trying to take TSR and update it from this very, very low resolution all the way up to 4K, when in reality, it should just be going from that lower resolution to 720p. And I think that is what's causing this weird issue with the resolution and the performance to kind of be like almost in slow motion. So if we take that out the equation, um, granted, it'll still be trying to boost it up to 1080p on this one, but it's much better experience than trying to boost it to 4K. But you ain't gonna have no audio for now because I run my audio through my Elgato, so you're not gonna be able to hear it because we can't dock it. I guess I could turn it all the way up and put y'all extremely close. It's really good at the noise cancellation.
Setting up network.
I can barely hear that. It sounds like weirdly muffled. It's all right. Y'all ain't gotta hear it. It refuses to understand what you set it to. I don't know why though. Mm, 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 mm.
Our next matchup in the led by
If it doesn't work this time, we're gonna have to revisit it tomorrow. I would just go to Legion Go 2 and see if I can get to even remotely close to experience. That's okay. I think that Xbox Ally showcased that it can definitely get there. I think this is just all issues with the actual game. Nothing I can do about that. I think visually though, I don't know if it's gonna autofocus. It looks good. There is some artifacting around his body when like doing these up close, but to be able to get some fights in on the go, I think this is going to be okay, especially on the Xbox Ally X. It's just more so it's this buffering thing that's causing me concern. I'm not sure how to fix that, so we're gonna pause on that one for now. Um, Settings will still be the same though. We will still go with borderless window, 720p, TSR at 50. We would definitely try to go to our custom settings, but it's not going to allow us to do that either. Um, Actually, I don't know because we're going to go medium on post processing, medium on anti-aliasing. Sorry, I'm not even in the camera. We're going to go global illumination low, reflections low, medium quality on the textures. And then we're going to go low on shadows, low on effects, and TSR at 50. Still not going to give you what you want because again, I think there's more to this than just the performance level. I think there's a lot going on behind the scenes that we are not privy to, or at least don't know, but something's broken for sure. The upscaler, it could be that. It could be linked to just the upscaler in itself, but I doubt it. I think it's something else too. Because even if we were to switch off CPU boost, looks like we don't gain any additional performance from that. If anything, we lose some, which is kind of what I expected. So we have to revisit this one. Let's go ahead and go to the Legion Go 2. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got 10 minutes. If I can't get it to work in 10 minutes, I'm hopping off. My head hurts. My head hurts from trying to play one game that is new. This open beta has drained me. You would think they would want to show it off in its best format, but again, I'm doing the most because I'm sure, like I'm probably going to try to quickly install it on my regular PC because I do want to try it. And I am going to try it off stream. I'm just going to try it on a device that won't will alleviate some of the issues, I suppose. Um, if they let me. 1 second. Why do I have to refresh my Steam login? Oh, because what's the name? All these different devices. Makes sense. Makes sense. Makes sense. You only can have 5 devices on Steam at one time. They'll boot you on one of them. So luckily, I'm at the max on my Steam Deck, my Steam OS. So I had them all plugged in and downloading something, which was this Marvel thing. And I guess it deleted me off of my regular computer. But I'm gonna download it on here just because I want to actually play the game and not have to worry about optimizing for it. Because I'm sure it'll run fine, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna run into some of those similar issues. Uh, I might just stay on a little bit and just play it, just so y'all can see that it's not a broken. It's broken, but it's only broken on a certain. It's only broken to a certain degree. All right, let's go ahead and get this Legion get up. Uh, Windows P. I don't remember what I was doing. Oh yeah. Restart device. Restart anyway. eFootball 26. What about it? It's gonna run well. All right. This isn't it. This is it. Like I said, I think the Legion Go 2 would probably be in the same ballpark as the Xbox Ally X. Only thing I might be surprised by is if it's more has better frame rate pacing, which is good. You know, the only thing I'd be surprised by. It's probably going to be like on that stuttery stuff that it was doing with the other one previously as well, because it's like loading shaders at the beginning. We're going to do two things here though. We're going to boost it to 25. And we're going to turn on, oh, it actually didn't have an issue here. Gotta love it. And we're going to turn on performance.
Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls.
Press any button. Setting up network.
Did I do too much with that button? With that, why are you not letting me? Oh. Does it run good on the Steam Deck? It can't run on the Steam Deck because it got that anti-cheat. At least that's what I think. I can double check it though, but I'm on. I think the anti-cheat breaks it. But I'll try it on the Legion Go S, more than likely. I'll probably try that tomorrow or another day. I'm over it. I'm over it today. Everything has been a problem. Hmm? Dog it, bro.
Our next matchup in
Has anybody got the Steam? Have you seen footage of the Steam OS, running on Steam OS, Hans? It's doing that slow-mo stuff again.
options.
I don't understand how that even happens if I'm just duplicating. It hurts. Oh, they had this little thingy too. I just gotta unplug it. And see, let's see. I wonder if this the Legion Go S will run that SDK though. Let's see. Maybe that was the issue and nobody ever tested it. That it was just that SDK issue. You know? It wasn't really anything else. But we'll see. I'm pretty sure people was like, SDK has that thing is having an issue. But if it's the anti-cheat, there's nothing I can really do about that one. But if it's just that SDK thing, then we can definitely check it out. There's no frame rate limiter or nothing. Definitely doesn't like performance mode on here. So we're going to go back to efficiency. So this one, you don't want to use performance mode. It's like two different, it's the opposite of the coin here. Don't turn on that. Just use the standard. Now we getting the same, like, regular frame pacing issues, but at least we're not slowing down completely. We're going to go and do our shader compilation step, switch our settings to what we usually have. Hopefully they give me the option to use my, there we go. We go to graphics, still at 1080p for some reason. Don't know why, but we can go to window, switch it to 720, go back to borderless, but it's going to still try to pull in the full resolution. So regardless of what you do, it is something that just is incapable of reading what you actually have. And obviously 720 isn't for this device. We want to be at 1280 by 800, but it's just not reading that. It's just going to go to whatever it feels is the largest, or I don't know. It just doesn't actually work the way you intend it to work. So I don't really know how to fix that. We go back up to 70. We're at custom with our settings with the medium. This is what we were at. And then we're going to go to our quick training, see, still saying that's at 20 TDP when it should be at 25. 25. Oh, because I unplugged it. Yeah, that makes sense. 25. We're on efficiency. Now we can go to quick training, see what we get. Screen's big enough, you should be able to see it. Just can't hear it, unfortunately, because, yeah. Still doing the slow steps for some reason. Not sure why. If we were to just go to medium, Let's see if that fixes it. We also still have to run our shader compilation step. All right, we were able to fix that to unlock our full performance, or at least to a point where we can get to the 60. Now we have to go do our shader compilation step. Yeah, the game is broken. The game is thoroughly broken right now. Not really sure what to do else outside of like these weird workarounds I haven't figured out after banging my head against the wall like 1,000 times. It's just weird, but it is what it is. We're going to execute the shader warm up. Does this game feel like Marvel vs. Capcom? Honestly, I haven't played enough, but it does feel fun and engaging. I'm gonna switch to my regular PC and try to cleanse myself of my disgust of this game right now, because it's not the game. It is the game, but it will be fixed. It's just I'm disgusted by the amount of work I had to do to get the game to even run like it should have normally. So yeah, I'm gonna probably play on my PC and just try it out, see how I like it or not. But right now, I'm just disgusted with it. I don't even want to play it no more. I'm gonna try it on the Legion Go S and see if that actually runs. But as of now, we were able to get a 60 on the Xbox Ally X after a bunch of tweaking. I don't think that those are going to remain, because for some reason it's like you almost have to trick it to unlock all your performance. It tries to 100% run to the full screen of the resolution of the screen as well. I'm assuming that it's stuck at 16 by 9 and not 16 by 10, so I don't think 16 by 10 is supported. And we're also going to just try it on the Steam OS to see how that goes. But for the most part, with tweaks and like the little workarounds that I've been creating, we have been able to get to 60. It does have a little bit of a frame pacing issue that I see in the graph on the graph line. But outside of that, it seems to be able to run the game and running well enough to be able to play on the go. But it's just a weird one because it's taken so much to get there. So how optimized is the game? I don't think they did much optimization. I think that it will run on lower power to high devices. I think it's just that they didn't deploy it in the way that it would make it actually um an easy experience off rip. I'm not saying you can't get there though. So we have the shader compilation step has been done. We are now seeing a much better and smoother experience in the menus. If we go and do our quick training again, surprise is still saying we're at 25. 20. We should be at 25. We're at the 720p, looks like it. I don't think that they support 800p. And we're at 46 for some reason. Okay, so let's go back to return to main menu. Let's do our option for our, let's go. I don't think that's going to help, but we'll try it anyway. Okay, now we're at 55, 50. Let's go ahead and try the performance mode again just to see if that's actually going to help. I don't know if it's actually helping. Um, hmm, not really sure. Let's go back to the efficiency, and now that we have it running, let's go back and plug it back in. For the duplication. Oops. That's another hack for y'all having issues with the controller, like input 1, 2. You can just turn it off. You can turn off the Legion Go and put it in FPS mode, and it should allow you to take over as player 1. But we obviously get a performance hit due to the fact that we are duplicating. Frame pacing still looks to be the same, where there's some type of spike every, I don't know, 2 seconds. Even when you're standing still. And then there is an issue. Well, you can reset doing that. Okay, that's interesting. And there's not much I can do about let's see. We're at efficiency. Let's go back to performance.
What are you thinking?
Performance is just trying to give the CPU more headroom to like push more frames, but it really isn't doing that. I guess it's getting a little bit closer. The duplication is what's also what was causing an issue. So if we were to just let's do the control P, and let's just go to second screen only. Let's see if we get up higher.
Come to you.
Really? Keep changes. So not necessarily. I mean, we're dibbling, dabbling higher, but it looks like it just might be less performative than the Xbox Ally X at similar settings. We go back to efficiency. See if we go any more higher.
What's wrong? Keeping a distance?
Yeah. Looks like it just might be a tad bit weaker than the Elite Xbox Ally X.
Can't fight. Freedom. Hold it up.
Like, even if I would call people in, let's see how that works. Yeah, we're dropping to the 40s. It never dropped to the 40s when we were doing that. So it is a little bit weaker. Not sure why, per se, outside of the fact that it could be just better support on one than the other. But that seems to be the case with like-for-like settings. We're running a little tad bit lower than the Xbox Ally X. I think we do. I think we would want to keep it on performance though. So let's try it and let's keep it on performance and let's try that same tactic again. We still fall below. I'm not really seeing like a gain here. Did we have anything else changed in our settings that would cause this to be different? No, we had this TSR, we were at 70, we were at custom, shaders were warmed up. If we restart right now, it's going to cause that whole 3080 by 2160 to happen again. So we don't want to do that, but it looks like we're at our performance level for this device as well. They got a story for this? They do have stories. Interesting. We're gonna skip it. I don't want to spoil it. I just want to get into a fight and see how I go. It's cool. They got this little like graphic thing going on. Yeah, I like it. Man, let's get the fight going. Is there not a fight for this? Am I skipping way too much? Is it literally just episodes? That's crazy. Okay, never mind then. It looked like we're not actually doing anything. Thought it was gonna be like a storyline. Oh, it is. Okay, I'm not tweaking. I was like, what is happening? I actually like this setup, even though I don't like that they don't got no voice acting. I like the comic book style to it. You know how much more enjoyed I would be if I was just playing this on my console? Like my enjoyment level would go up significantly, right? You know, because it's not like I'm testing it before I can play it. And I think that is really like super important that we all understand as we play games. I would literally just be playing the game. And like a high-end PC would give me the same effect, I suppose. So I can't really be mad at it. I chose this type of content, but it is kind of, it's eye-opening to a lot of that stuff. Whereas like the value of a console is right there in my face every time I start this up, and I got to tinker or go into a setting or kind of figure out why it's not getting all the performance it needs or whatever, RAM issues. Yeah, APUs are difficult in itself, but then it's also the PC stuff on top of it, like the installer not installing it. You have to kind of go into the settings to do that. So it's just a lot. But then when I get into the game, I'm like, I forget all about it because I mean, I set it up, but it's just weird. It's a weird feeling. Spider-Man got a lot of autos. So they both, I mean, I guess they all got the same amount of autos. They're asking me to do some type of battle gauge. So even in this, they gonna show me tutorials? Interesting. All right, let's go ahead and switch to the Legion Go S to see if it runs. And maybe that's just the the end all be all, and just it's a win over there. But I'm not gonna look it up. I'm just gonna try it and see what happens. Now looking at the Legion Go S. Oh, I did download Withering Waves, didn't I? It's getting loud. No anti-cheat has been found. I think it's an anti-cheat thing. Network. No anti-cheat module has been found for this game and platform. Sheesh. I think that tells us our answer. Tokon cannot run. Anti-cheat. SteamOS. Yeah. Yeah. It looks like this is not supported, unfortunately, Hans. It won't be supported on SteamOS. So the only way we can play is with our Windows devices. I think the only other thing that we can hope for the best when it comes to like the main release and see if that changes something. But I doubt it. I think it's going to be that way. I think we just got our answer. All right, I'm about to go back into Tokon on this Xbox Ally. I just want to see if we can get to a 60. We just, tank the settings. But first, I'm gonna set it up. I'm gonna start it up, and then we're gonna go into 720p. Hopefully, if they let us, because it's still a weird one. And then we're gonna plug it in to see if we can get the performance to up at all. So let's do that. One more time. And then I'm just gonna play it a little bit. But it's already 12:30. Jeez. Mm-mm-mm.
Attention. Failed to connect the server. Easy.
It's not offline, is it?
Attention.
That's weird.
Attention. Failed to connect the
I'm done.
information. Exit the game.
Oh, it looks like we can get something done with the Z2 Extreme and with the Z2 Extreme devices, but for the most part, everything else is a bust. Which sucks. I think that if I was to buy this game, it would have to be um one, able to be played on Steam OS, uh, but two, oh, this game is not. Oh, this game come out soon. It's like 10 days away. What is I thought Arc Systems had their games was able to be ran on other devices. What? Interesting. I think we might have the same issue happen on my main rig as well. If I'm not mistaken. Where it needs to do that update that it does not do. Where are you? Where are you? Steam. Steam. Oh, Steam apps. Common. What? Why is it not? It's not showing me my Steam apps for some reason. Are you gonna run Token without it? Really? Did it move my stuff? Okay, where's my games though? Oh, I see. Never mind. Wrong. I was looking in the wrong place. I am just booting it up on my regular PC now, just so I can play it. See if it just gives me as many issues as before. Seeing if they have the right. Oh no, I can sign in easily. It's doing all the right things on my regular PC. It's probably because I has installed Death Stranding 2 recently. That I didn't have to do all the other stuff. It's cool. All right, so we got the sign in. We're good there. We go ahead and switch. It's just OLED source, yeah. Okay, what's the problem now? What's the dilemma, buddy? What we doing?
Attention, not signed into PlayStation. You must sign into...
Bro, I signed in, you
Setting up
goofs. Oh, it doesn't have FSR4 though. Maybe I'm using TSR, so it's not using FSR. Is there anything else playing on my desktop that I should be aware of? Because even I can't hear my desktop.
Attention, not signed into PlayStation. You must sign into PlayStation to access online features. Okay, a button, confirm. Setting up network.
Come on, man. It ain't that difficult. We just went through this, my guy. We literally just went through this. Approve. Okay. It said I was approved. It said I was all set. All right, there we go. Let's see what this frame rate looks like. Not having issues with my thing. Let's go to FSR. Let's go to balance. Let's go to custom. Let's go to best. Let's turn this on. Let's execute that shader warm up. Working for me. Okay. The internet is not working for my life, I suppose. Not sure. It might be a issue with the router, but then that would kick me off. What's happening? Let's see. Living room is fine. Living room only has one thing set up to it right now, which is weird. It only has that, but it's fine. What could cause them to not be able to use the internet? User error, more than likely. Let's see, it says it's up and running. Let's see what she says.
Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls.
All right. Now that we did all of that, let's go quick training. Let's see if everybody was having the same weird performance issues.
Our next matchup in the Challenge of the Champion tournament is led by Captain America. This team's got some serious power. Enter the Tokon Heroes!
I'll come to you.
Shield strike! Shield shot! Now the gloves come on! Living legend!
My 99th percentile is definitely lower. Like at 23.
I'm a sentinel of liberty!
What's wrong? Keeping a distance?
Shield strike! Shield! Now the gloves come on! Living legend! Freedom charge! You know what?
Thing about PC gaming, you just need to spend enough to brute force your way through everything. And then you probably won't have as many issues as I was having. But it's only at like 50 right now.
What's wrong? Keeping a distance?
Weird. Game doesn't seem that difficult to run, but it's like stuttering, and they're like my 99% FPS is like at 19, 22, which tells me that there is some fundamental issue with the game and how it runs. I mean, we can definitely do like some FSR and go down to performance or something. But we're already at balance, so I wouldn't expect it to have to go even further than that. We can go to high quality and we can stay on the performance or balance and see how that goes. But I wouldn't think it would be necessary for this game to run at 60.
Now,
let's see what those
today's
99 percentiles look like now. $23.
Now the gloves come on. Living legend. Freedom charge.
I guess I am recording and streaming at the same time, but
This is a battle for the American dream.
let me see if I was to switch down my my resolution is already low though. Oh,
options.
maybe if we go full screen and just go, but I don't even know if that'll fix it because this game has a problem with the full screen option. If we go full screen and we go down to 1440p or something, I don't even know if it'll fix it. And then we obviously I gotta drag my screen. Is it gonna go to full length? No. Can't do that because I'm not at 1440p, so it's going to look weird on your screen. But if we were to go down to 1440p or something, maybe that would help with the overall 1% lows. The borderless window is like, don't mess with it. Just leave it at borderless window. High quality settings is fine. I don't really see a problem with us having higher settings. It really is just a resolution thing. And probably this is first or close to my first.
Captain America.
Yeah, those there.
Star-Lord. Wolverine. Ghost Rider. Casual match.
Ooh, art.
We've got a high-profile match coming up.
Freedom charge. Here we go. Now's our chance. Let's do it. Can't stop it. No one can beat. Teamwork. You picked the wrong fight. Freedom charge for the freedom of all. Liberty for all.
Uh-oh. First match. Am I finna get trashed or am I gonna work?
We've got a high...
Let's see.
Brace yourself. Round one.
Captain America. You got away. That's on me.
I see your little crossover. Okay, what that fast?
Ready whenever.
Now the gloves come on. Living legend. Out of the way. Stay alert. Freedom charge. Got this. Freedom charge.
I keep getting mixed up over that.
Out of the way. Out of the way.
Oh, I thought you was gonna let me get that off. Good stuff. She caught me with that. Caught me.
You're trying to make me over.
I'm coming.
Round 3.
Got this. Soaring justice. Shield shot. Shield shot. You bet. Freedom charge for the freedom of all. Liberty for all. This is a battle for the American dream.
Caught them legs.
Let's keep this.
Back up on standby. Legend.
Round 4.
Not working.
Shield strike.
Why did I do that? I keep thinking this is freaking keep thinking it's what's that called? Okay. Got a little Mickey.
Now the gloves come on. Living legend.
Little Mickey. Oh, she got the zooming. How'd she do that? That was interesting. Get me in the bag with that one. Okay. Yeah. Not again. Got those bullets. Yeah. Oh my god. She thought I was gonna be stupid. Like, you know I know how to do that, right? You know I see you, right? Keep going the wrong freaking button, dude. And they keep getting caught too. Good stuff. Get down. Easy. Get out the corner. Okay. I see you. Good stuff. I definitely was trying to come in with some workage.
Winner. Player 2.
No? I guess not. Alright,
Casual match.
I don't really care to play with anybody else, so start. Still filling it out. The 1% lows is a problem, but overall, you got a high-end rig, you should be able to play it at 16, no issue. Ooh, they let you play the matchup of the last person you played too. Interesting.
Fight together.
But isn't this the exact team?
We win together. You picked the wrong fight.
Leave this to me. Be Captain America.
So you can switch to your. Okay. How do you switch automatically? Oh, you gotta actually hold it.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Be Captain America. What's wrong with you?
How do you switch?
Ms. Marvel.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Be Captain
So can you switch to your other team member? Dang, she can grab you from across the room.
Let's go, guys. Finally, I get to say it. Avengers Assemble. Yeah, it's time for an ultimate team up. That should do it. I'm coming at ya.
Why is her grab so freaking? It's like across the whole thing. Can people block it?
I'm coming at ya.
You can close the distance, something nasty.
Jersey City style.
Moment of truth.
I don't know how to switch to the other team members outside of just the one. That's a problem, but
Our next.
Super Soldier Brawlers Brotherhood of Geniuses. I'm on the other side this time. Uh-oh. I see this?
Brace yourself. Round one. Fight.
Now,
Magneto controls all. Shrapnel spike.
I'm here.
Oh, he playing those. He playing those.
Magneto controls
He
all.
playing a tough defense, G. Why can't I get closer to him? Is the frame rate? Yeah, the frame rate bugging. I was like, why does it feel like it's in slow motion?
Excellent.
Frame rate bugging, but everything feels in slow motion now.
Freedom charge. You got it. Now the gloves come off. You living legend.
Yeah. I don't know how they're gonna fix all of this, but this is bad.
Not working. You are not Iron Rock. I summon your demise. Shield strike. Wait till you see. Iron Rock. Ring justice. Shield strike. Ineffective. All right. Freedom charge. All right.
Buddy's so annoying, dude.
Round three. Fight.
I summon your demise. Iron Rock. Freedom charge. Shrapnel spike.
My goodness.
All right. There's no escape.
I'm here.
Steel yourself. Shrapnel freedom charge.
How did he get back over there? Interesting.
I'm not waiting to see. Help's on the way. You are getting started. Shrapnel spike. You there. It's over. Feel my might.
The grab.
The end is near. Prepare. I'm coming.
Round four.
I feel like the combo ain't working because it's, I don't know if it's because of like the lag or it's because of my input timing. But yeah, this is bad. Even if I was winning, it'd be bad. But still, it's even worse when I'm losing. There's something obviously wrong with the game that they need to fix. But okay.
No escape! I shall rain my righteous fury upon you! Magneto controls all. Getting started. Freedom charge! You got it! Freedom charge! Out of the way.
I was trying to get a combo off. I couldn't do nothing.
Your performance was...
I don't know how to play this game yet. But it's interesting. Oh, no rematch, no rematch, no rematch. I did not want a rematch. For some reason, the thing is not right. I don't want to rematch this. Sending flying. Block. You can't block and recover at the same time.
Living legend! Magneto controls all. Not working. I summon your demise.
Why am I thing not working?
Shield strike. Freedom charge.
That was mine to win. Blew it.
You whenever. It's me. All right.
Oh, on the ground, man.
Now the gloves come off. Why, you living legend. How can this be? Catch. Not yet. This is mine. I warned you. All right.
I wasn't trying to do that.
You are outmatched. Catch. You are outmatched. It's me. Glory justice. Shield strike. Shrapnel is spiked.
Why didn't you get hit?
Ineffective. You bet. Curse it. Freedom charge. Can this be? We've won. I'm ready. Catch summon your demise. I warned you. Shield strike. Duel yourself. Shrapnel spike. Shield strike. Freedom charge.
What? I didn't connect? is happening?
Okay.
Thought it was gonna be a easy little freedom strike. Very interesting. I did not mean to do that. Even with the lag, this lag is atrocious.
A swift surrender.
Round 4.
This is my power. Shield shot. Now the gloves come off. Living legend. Shield shot. Now the gloves come off. Living legend. This beat. Freedom charge. Catch. When Magneto calls, the heavens answer. You are out. Steel yourself. Okay.
He's boxing that mug.
You are out. Metallic light. All right. Shrapnel spike. Shield Next one.
Why is he just throwing stuff? Bro was panicking for no reason.
Ready to go.
He's just still one more match. What is wrong with him? That was funny. I don't know why this guy can't get out this corner, but it's not that difficult. There you go.
I'm not done.
My turn.
There we go.
Not working. Freedom charge. Freedom charge. Not every day you win a
I'm not playing another match. I would, but it's just the lag, bro. Let's exit. Let's not do that. It's terrible. I get it. We won one. I won one. Let's just leave it at that. All right. There's obviously some issues here, so we got to figure that out. But for the most part, the gameplay is interesting, and it seemed like there's a lot of like nuance to it. So I would play it. I just don't got the time to like, try to get better at it. But for the most part, I like this. I think the story mode, hopefully, or episodes are a little bit more intriguing or interesting as time goes on or something like that. But I'm interested, just that its performance isn't as what I thought it would be. It's not as good on any device. High end, low end, don't matter. It's all not great. So. All right, that's pretty much it for today. Appreciate y'all watching as always. Thank you for tuning in. I'll be back tomorrow to look at some more stuff. Probably going to switch it off to some games that actually run well on here. Probably thinking about looking at some older games. I think Hell Is Us recently just dropped on Game Pass, so we'll check that out as well. But until then, stay safe, stay beautiful, stay out the way, and I'll catch y'all boys in the next one. So much. Peace.